And the other thing is the clothes, right? The clothes all look like they're good, right? High quality, but they just look old and worn and not the right size.
Right, not the right size, like, they don't look like they were made for them.
And I was thinking before, isn't it interesting that, all these children were raised, by nuns and priests, people who don't have children, who don't know
Yeah,
how to raise children. It's like, what the hell?
yeah,
So this is that site. This is monovisions.com.
I gotta do this thing.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Alright, yeah,
Yeah,
yes, that's it, yes.
here we go.
What's it called?
Monovisions.
Because I haven't looked at it
It's
in
just
years,
monovisions.com, and it's got a search bar. So I just put in child
child
labor.
labor.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. So, and this is one thing I've noticed is there's a lot, and I've always, we always question where do the clothes come from. There's so many these child labor, and they're always all in these textile factories. It's bizarre.
And the Newsies.
And the
Textiles,
Newsies, yeah.
Newsies,
And of course, the
um
Newsies, the children with it, that was the first union and the first what do you call it when you stop work? God, I'm losing it. That they were the first ones to stand up and say, give us better wages, give us better conditions, and all this kind of stuff. And they were just all orphans. But this is the thing.
wow.
Like this the Industrial Revolution? Because look at this. This looks
It's a
like
good
a
point.
found photo. Look at all the dirt, the black on the wall and stuff. This doesn't look, gaps in the floor. It doesn't look like a new building, right? Even this machinery, like it found and just reused. Oh, she does not look happy.
No, she's miserable, poor thing.
Mm. These guys. Now, I think these guys I think they're oyster shuckers. And like, look at the age. Some of these kids are like 6. I mean, look at
These are
them. I mean,
amazing photographs. I remember
5
these
or
being
6 years
really good.
old. I mean, imagine that. Like the age that we send kids to, their first year of school, these guys are getting sent to work in a factory 10 hours a day. And look, and the other thing is the clothes, right? The clothes all look like they're good, right? High quality, but they just look old and worn and not the right size.
Right, not the right size, like, they don't look like they were made for them.
No, exactly. And I was thinking, oh, here we go. Suspenders. Were they invented because none of these people's pants fit them?
Good point. I mean, they had belts back then, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This guy here, he's got suspenders, but he doesn't have the belt straps, does he? He doesn't have the loops. Because you can
I mean, I
imagine it's
don't
pretty
know the
easy to
answer
just
to that
sew
question.
a couple of buttons on and then just make these throwovers.
Huh.
But it's just, see, look, all these looms, right? They're all in textile factories, man. Like, what's going on?
In Raleigh, we
What's going on?
there's textile factories everywhere. They're all over the place.
And look at these guys with their, expensive, well-made jackets on, and they're just old and dirty, and they're wearing them to work. None of their pants fit them. Look, they're either too big or too short.
A lot of times they don't have shoes on also. Look at their
Yep,
feet.
yep, exactly.
Many pictures of children with no shoes. Matter of
Working
fact,
in
I've got a
factories.
picture, from, where was it might have been in my Raleigh research where they had a sale at a shoe store, and there's thousands of people lined outside the shoe store for a sale on shoes. Now, what
Oh,
does that
wow.
say? That's weird.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
And these are some of the criminals, right? Children criminals, 1870s. 14 years old, sentenced to 7 days hard labor. Oh, he doesn't look very happy. 15, sentenced to 14 days hard labor. Oh, he's a holy man. He's got his holy clothes on. But you know,
That looks like the Artful Dodger right there.
this guy does. I was about to say that too. Yeah.
He's great. That's a great photo. Oh, that's a
That's
good
a
one
great
too.
movie. I was talking to one of my sons like years ago and about school, and he said, "Oh, we just watched Oliver Twist," and I was like, "Oh yeah, right. Do you like the songs and that?" And he's like, "Songs?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a musical." And he's like, "No, there's no songs in it." And they remade it, and it's got no songs in it.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, they remade it, the movie, and not as a music. I mean, what the hell?
Huh? I don't think I've
Yeah.
seen that.
No, I don't want to see it. God, kill my childhood memories. See, look at this jacket he's got on, and he's got a vest on. It's like a three-piece suit, but look at it. It's just ripped and dirty and clearly very old and worn. And same here. I mean, and look at these kids, man. They're all young. Who's looking after them? I mean, clearly they're out there on the street.
At a time where
it's all
people
like
are wearing their
stealing.
Sunday best every single day in these pictures.
Yeah,
The
I mean, look
adult.
at this. Do you reckon that jacket's a little bit small for him?
Yeah. There's no way.
But it's all for stealing. And like clearly these were orphans or street kids just trying to eat, right? Look at this guy's jacket. Wow. And so what does the system do? It throws them in jail. And then no doubt just throws them back on the street again at the end of the week. So this is the thing, right? I mean, there's collective trauma, man, in our society.
100%.
And they altered the whole population.
Over and over again, and that's like what Graham Hancock, his term of a species with amnesia is what he calls humanity, and it's but done by design to intentionally traumatize us, get the epigenetics continued of this trauma, of this not knowing who we are, and then the dividing, the conquering, the abuse, and the continued cycles of trauma to not figure it out and forget who we are and where we truly came from. And thank God and humanity that we are overcoming it. We are coming together. We are trying to be as uniting as possible, as truthful as possible, figuring it out and awakening to take control and build a better future for all of us.
I mean, this is what it's all about, right? That they spent all this time making sure we didn't know who we were, where we were, or when we were. And that was all so they could step in and go, I will tell you, this is who you are. This is what's going on. This is the time frame. But clearly that's all wrong. So that's why this kind of research is so important, is it's literally we're rediscovering our story.